Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys, and welcome to the PWI show and DNTV. Tonight I'm going to be showing you a video on an investigation that I'd done in the past with my team. This was at Cold Christmas. This is a pre-recorded show from a show that I'd done on the Bold and Bonkers last Friday. So we hope that you enjoy the show. I have noticed that other people have gone live at the same time, so I do apologize, guys. But here we go. This show's about an hour and a half, but I'm going to do it for about an hour, as it should be. The video is an hour and a half, but I'm going to cut off after an hour so that the other guys can get on and do their shows. So I hope that you enjoy the video, and I will see you all very, very soon.
That certain topics of discussion may not be comfortable for all listeners. Certain viewpoints may not reflect those of our partners, sponsors, affiliates, our hosts, or that of our guests. We would like to encourage everybody to keep a respectful and open climate of discussion for all topics, no matter how disturbing they may be. So viewer discretion is advised.
It does not matter where you stand, nor what it is you feel is grand. Magic is all around. Magic is never gone. And it is more than you will ever know. Entrust us, entrust her. For here you will find that the lost magics have never disappeared.
Hello guys, and welcome to our Friday evening show with PWI and S.A.U network, with the Association of Bold and Bonkers. All of our networks and TV and radio supporters, thank you very much for being there, and our sponsors obviously as well. And so obviously all of you amazing guys that are in the room, it's really good to have you all come in and come and support me. I have got my YouTube open so that I can see what you guys are writing. So today's show, guys, I am bringing you an investigation that I have done myself several times. My investigation team, when I first started Paranormal Food on YouTube, and this place is a very interesting place, and it's got a lot of history for some tragedies. This place is also very well known for witchcraft. People do go up there and do things such as seances and very dark magic and things up there, which has caused some very negative and bad energies to be there, as well as the good. A lot of the energies that associate in this place, as well as these negative energies, are a lot of children's spirits. There is a particular lady as well that is in white that was witnessed by me and some investigators. I must say that I've had some pretty awesome investigations and stuff, but this one is something that's always been on the top of my list for experiences and activity and stuff. And tonight I'm going to be sharing with you about this location, and I've got some videos of my investigations. I will warn you, this was at the beginning when I first started out, so the camera quality is not great, but you can hear the stuff that's going on. I'll explain, because I remember it like it was yesterday. I've got some EVP bits to let you listen to, and some picture evidence as well, with some really cool orbs and other bits in it. So the location that I'm going to be talking about is very haunted and is known as Cold Christmas. This is a location that is an old church that is in ruins now, but is still the tower of it is still standing. It is said that negative energies sit within inside this tower. You can no longer enter the tower anymore because they've actually blocked it off because of how dangerous it is and because of the things that go on there. and the fact that there are people that go up there and disrespect the grounds, which is why there is so much negativity there. So I hope that you do enjoy this show about Cold Christmas. This will be about an hour and a half or just over, guys. So I hope that you are going to enjoy it. As I always do, I will share out all the content that I'm reading out to you guys so that you can go and look at that. And I can also put the video links to the videos that you're going to see here today. If you want to watch them on your own, I'll put that into the chats as well. So let's get on to the show. So first we'll start off with me reading out a little bit of history about Cold Christmas. And then we'll go into showing you the clips, which lovely Chris will be bringing up when I ask him. So first we'll start off with the readings and the bits that I've got about it. So here it goes. And a big welcome to all of you in the room. It's really nice to have you here. Cold Christmas. Derelict old church in rural Hertfordshire is surrounded by dark tales of ghosts and nasty goings on, says Andy Kaplan. Rundown of recent impression of the church at the Appetite Lane village of Cold Christmas. Embedded with the physics of most local Hertfordshire folk, if there was one location in the country that is renowned for being historically haunted, this will be it. So much so, in fact, that until recently, it was somewhat of a yearly tradition for unruly youngsters to venture up there in the dark each Halloween for a bit of a rave up. This has recently been curtailed by the boys in blue. So why the hype over this seemingly innocuous, simple country church? Why is it called Cold Christmas? Cold Christmas is located next to an ancient village of Tunbridge, mentioned in the Domesday Book. Its name derives from the ridge belonging to the god Thor. The reason behind the name Cold Christmas is most definitely a controversial topic among ghost hunters and historians alike, with its array of myths and legends which can make it hard to discern facts to fiction. Here's where it gets interesting. It is said that while most medieval churches were built upon east-west alignment, St. Mary's Church, which is what it was known as, that is now known as Cold Christmas, was built incorrectly on the north to the south alignment, which in some facts means and is looked at as being built as being a satanic church because it's facing the wrong way. So they say it's meant to be facing hell or whatever. And this is why a lot of black magic and very dark magic's been done at this place because of the location of the church. This drew accusations of being associated with the signs of the devil and rumors of black magic and witchcraft, soon developed along with ghost stories of tortured souls and the dissonant screams of young children. Church and shadow of its former self. It's hard to know when these legends first begun, but the church itself is a shadow of its former self. The main structure of it has long since been dismantled, leaving only the tower, but the surrounding gravestones remain, and some of them are really, really old, guys. The tower is now completely boarded up with no public admittance, anyone anywhere to be seen, which is probably a good thing as it is a protected historical landmark, and it is put down as an historical landmark, and I think it's in it's either the first or the second stages of that, so it's a pretty important piece of history for England. Despite its profits, supernatural reputation, to be brutally honest, My intuitive impressions of the church were particularly to avoid. Walking around and taking pictures, I didn't really pick up anything of the paranormal nature at all. In fact, it seemed quite tranquil. I am fully aware, however, that spiritual vibrations can change as the darkness draws near. I've only visited the site during the day time, so I'm sure by night time it would have a altogether more sincere vibe. Although I don't have any particular personal experiences at Cold Christmas, I do in fact have a anecdotal story from a client of mine who I did a reading for many years ago. Teenage rite of passage. It's almost a rite of passage for young Hertfordshire teenagers to at some point visit Cold Christmas to see if anything spooky happens. My client described an account of where she decided to do exactly that with a group of friends in one of their cars. She said that it started off the Pacific settings. It was a cold, wintry evening, dark and rather misty, on whom they dared to venture along to Cold Christmas Church, and so off they went. It was a while they were driving down an icy, narrow country lane close by that they noticed what looked to be an old, vintage 1920s style motor car with two people sitting in the front, staring blankly ahead. They appeared to be dressed in vintage looking clothing, which I'm assume became visible when it lit up by their own headlights. They considered this to be extremely creepy and out of place. Why was it there and in such a remote location? Who were they? Why was it all 1920s and why were they just staring blankly ahead? In the Interrupted explorers decided more or less to ignore it, carry on to the church, and then drive back to the same way to see if the curious car was still there. From what I remember, they had a look around the allegedly haunted church site, found it a bit spooky, but didn't find much else. I believe they reported hearing a few distant whispers, but were far more perturbated by what they had just witnessed at a nearby roadside. When it come to returning home, they mastered up the courage to travel back to the same route, and to their absolute astonishment, were freaked out by the same 1920s car at the same roadside location with the same odd couple staring straight ahead. Apparently, they floored the car home and didn't know what to make of the entire incident. Ghostly strange happenings at Cold Christmas. Apparently, this isn't the first ghostly tale of strange things happening in the nearby country lanes. I have heard over the years of other people reporting such oddities. What I find most interesting in the above case is that, judging by her admixture, she was dead serious, pardon the pun, in what they encountered. This raised notions such as possibilities of reality creation. They had the mindset of wishing to find spooks and whatever that the 1920 car and its strange occupants were all about. This may well have had something to do with the experience of the paranormal. We need to ask, was the supernatural aspect of this trip in fact somewhat manifested into their reality by their beliefs in it? Did they generally generate it themselves? Over the years, I am increasingly on my over the years, I am increasingly of the opinion that a lot of the results of alleged hauntings and ghost hunting activities are in fact pronounced by the intentions and the openings of those involved. What you seek, you find. So with Cold Christmas, the story behind it is that Cold Christmas was obviously St. Mary's Church, and there once was a village that was known as Thunderbridge. Now, the rumours to why the church actually got the name Cold Christmas is in fact meant to be to do with some children and the village. There was one year in Cold Christmas in this village where they got a very bad storm and they had a very bad time with the weather over the Christmas period. And with these guys being most of them being quite poor, they were living in quite rough situations. Now, it was said that a lot of the children that were in the village were supposed to have caught very bad colds along with a mysterious illness that they couldn't explain. And these children lost their lives on Christmas. A lot of the children lost their lives on Christmas Day, which is why the church was given the name Cold Christmas. It's also said that the church was made up by the rich residents of Thunderbridge. So all of the clients and the people that were rich and wealthy first made that church so that they could bury their loved ones there. But as this incident happened and many lives were apparently lost, they opened the church to other people as well. Now, there are graveyards and gravestones there that are marked, which I believe would be of those that were more of the wealthy state. But there are meant to be other people that are buried there as well, but they are not named, and there are no gravestones now, which would indicate the poor people. But they're all in one place. So when you're walking that location and that area of the church and where you see the gravestones, you're walking upon people's graves. Okay, but you wouldn't know it because it's just grass. And that's why when I went to these locations, I would always show my respect and say, I apologize for walking over your graves and things like that. I would say that before I started videoing, and I would leave them certain offerings and things to make sure that they knew that I was there out of respect, because in all fairness, that church has seen a lot of negativity due to the fact of the way that it's built and how it faces. And so people have used ritual and witchcraft and things up there in a very negative way. There have been people that go up there just being disrespectful, children and teenagers going over and sitting on people's gravestones and kicking it and mucking around. You know, there's been a lot of to other people as well. Now, there are graveyards and gravestones there that are marked, which I believe would be of those that were more of the wealthy state. But there are meant to be other people that are buried there as well, but they are not named, and there are no gravestones now, which would indicate the poor people. But they're all in one place. So when you're walking that location and that area of the church and where you see the gravestones, you're walking upon people's graves. Okay, but you wouldn't know it because it's just grass. And that's why when I went to these locations, I would always show my respect and say, I apologize for walking over your graves and things like that. I would say that before I started videoing, and I would leave them certain offerings and things to make sure that they knew that I was there out of respect, because in all fairness, that church has seen a lot of negativity due to the fact of the way that it's built and how it faces. And so people have used ritual and witchcraft and things up there in a very negative way. There have been people that go up there just being disrespectful, children and teenagers going over and sitting on people's gravestones and kicking it and mucking around. You know, there's been a lot of really bad stuff that happens up there. Now, when I was reading that paragraph, it was saying about that they didn't really experience very much activity. I think it really does depend on how open you are in your abilities and how much you really want things to be able to happen, and be ready and prepared for that. From my experiences of going there, daytime or nighttime, it was very active. There was a lot of energy there. There was a lot of stuff going on. And it's most definitely one of the locations that I will 100% put my hands and my feet down and say it's haunted. That there is just no question. Like all of my other locations, I've always been a little bit skeptical and stuff, apart from Sherwood Forest. That's another one that's really haunted and I'd like to talk about. But it's only that location and Cold Christmas that I would, in fact, put my hands down fully and say, yes, definitely haunted, because I've had those experiences and I had my team with me that had those experiences. Now, some of these, all of my guys in my team that I had are believers of the paranormal, and they've all had some sort of experience in the paranormal field through their life, but they were still very open-minded to if the spirits are really around and if they actually stick around. Well, they soon come to realize that they are very much still there when they come on these investigations. We had experiences from disembodied voices to full apparition figures walking across the pathway. We could see very dark shadows that a couple of them had very red glowing eyes, like, which I would say is obviously from the negative side of things, which is where they do the witchcraft and stuff. There is a lot of this energy at that location. And screams, a bell can be heard going and there's no bell. The bell was nicked way back in the day, in the 1700s. I think it was nicked off the tower, but you will still hear that bell go off. You hear the horns. It's been rumored and said that you will see hundreds of men that are soldiers in uniform been seen marching to that location and going through the walls of the church. You see children constantly. Like I said, voices, touches, really, really like to interact with your equipment, and they like to make sure that you know that they're there. Definitely. The negative energies most definitely try to interact with you. They try to scare you. There was an experience that I had with my investigator, John, and we was walking down the pathway and we could see this blackness coming up over the pathway and coming all the way down towards us. It was blocking out as it was coming down. It was really mad. We ended up having to move back, and through that I'd had an experience where I felt like my nose and my mouth was being filled up with water, and you hear this woman very clearly say, "Be quiet," which we believe was the white lady, the lady in white. She wears this very long white dress. She flows around on the pathway, and she warns people. It's like she's trying to protect you, because obviously she knows the characteristic of the church, and we have physically had an experience with her. There was another experience where I was on the actual grounds of the church with John, and a few of the other investigators were standing to the back on the pathway, and we witnessed this mist of warmth come down over the church and in front of us, and we both stood there and we looked at each other, and you see this white spirit hand come out of the wall, like reaching out to us. And John went absolutely nuts. Like, he was going nuts in the way that he couldn't believe what he was experiencing. He was loving it, but he was really freaked out at the same time. he'd had experiences where he was hearing voices talking to him in his ears. He was being touched. He was being pushed, growling. We were seeing things walking around. There was just so much going on at this location that anyone that turns around and says like that they've not had experiences there, if you're not really that open, you're probably not going to experience it. But you may still feel a little bit on edge, or your hairs might stand up. These are all meant to be signs that are around. But for us, it was very active. And it's most definitely a location that we will never forget. That is for sure. And the main history of it is the fact of the children that were meant to have died in the village and some of the adults, and the fact the church was first built by the rich people to put their families into. It's obviously very well known for its witchcraft and stuff. There are people that go up there and do that. The Thunder Bridge was known to have been quite a religious village as well. So there's a lot of religious faculties there as well. So you've got kind of the good and the bad together, which doesn't really go well together at the best of times, because you've got the good energies that don't want the negative energy there, and then you've got the negative energy that wants to take the place over and don't want the good spirits there, but it's where they've been laid to rest. So there's a lot of things that goes on at this place. And the roads driving up to it are very creepy. And I've heard this story about this strange 1920 car that's been seen on quite a few occasions, with this strange couple sitting in it. It never moves. It just 1 minute it's there, and then you'll come back and it's there, and then you may go. There's been a few of them that they've gone to the church, they've seen it like these people did. They've come back and it was still there, and they've left. But there's been people that have gone back again to see if it's still there, and this car was sat there as they're coming up the road, and then suddenly it disappeared. It wasn't there anymore, and it didn't move. It didn't show no headlights or anything like that. There's been people that have witnessed it to the extent that they've seen the same as these other people, but when they've gone back for the third time, they've actually seen the car physically disappear in front of their eyes, which to me, I believe that it would have been people from that village at that time, that maybe back in the day, you know, that they would sit there waiting to go to church, waiting to do things. I think they're living out their routine. And I do believe that there's a lot of residual as well as intelligent haunting at this location. They are very intelligent and very capable of communicating with you, but there are also very, very much residual aspects to this location as well, in how life is acted out by the spirits constantly. Some of them relive what happened to them. Clear aspects of that is the screaming and the pain that obviously some of these children were enduring when they got this mysterious illness, as well as this really bad cold over the Christmas period that cost a lot of their lives. Obviously, over time and over the past, there's been a lot of different sort of ritual stuff been done there, a lot of sacrificing with animals and stuff like that. I'm not sure if people have been sacrificed. Probably back in the day, they may have been, you know, but there's most definitely deathly screams and sounds of like torture and pain in the voices of them. You very much see the apparent effects of the negative energies there constantly. They are on you the minute you get there. They know that they're aware of you. They know that you're there, and they make sure you know that they're there. So it's a crazy place, guys, and it's one of my favorite locations to go to, even though it creeps the hell out of me every single time. It does. It never fails you when you go there. I would say that my first experience when I went there, it wasn't so much, and you know, we heard a couple of voices and things like that, but then as we kept going back, the activity got more. And obviously with my abilities, I was able to pick up on a lot of the energies and what they were doing, and I could see what they were doing, and I could see these negative energies. Now, in our shows, we always say that it's very rare to come over demonic spirit. It is, but when it's things where people have used magic and people have summoned these sort of energies up, they will most definitely stay at that location, and this location most definitely has negative energies in it. That's why I'm very big about the protection and that, especially at that place, because you wouldn't want bad things to happen. So I'm now going to ask Chris if he could just share the video up into, thank you. And could you put it to full screen, please, Chris? Thank you. Right, there's going to be 5 videos, guys. This is the first one. This is in a daytime. This is so that you guys can get to see the church, and I explain to you a little bit what I'm feeling and stuff like that. Then it'll go into all of the other ones that are about 8 minutes, 12 minutes long. There's one for 31 minutes long, which is my investigation bit that I want to show you. So that's why I said this show may be a little bit longer. So let's go and put it on so you can see. Let me know that you can hear everything, guys. Let me just turn the sound up. Make sure the sound's right up. That's it. And put it on. Hey people, we are at the Cold Christmas ruins. As you can see, people, there are gravestones and everything. This is Sherry from Paranormal World Investigators. This is another place on my list that I've come with Mark and Damon. Check it out. I'm already getting presents. I'm getting one male, he's not very nice, so I'm just going to step over here a bit. He's not happy about us being here. This is the place. How amazing it is. Got the gravestones. Quite a creepy place, people. Just doing slow scanning to see if we could get anything. I am now going to get my EVP recorder out, people, and I'm going to do some EVP, see if I can pick anything up. We've got people walking because it's a lovely day. EVP recording at Cold Christmas. Would anybody like to communicate with us? I can feel your presence, but would you like to communicate? As you can see, people, the EVP is on. As you can tell, the light's flickering. Would anyone like to communicate, talking to this EVP? There are noises, bear in mind, people. There's noises from like fields and cattle and everything else. We've got Mark over there. We've got Damon gone somewhere, he's disappeared. Would you like to talk into this EVP?
Sherry, for my viewers on Facebook Live, where are we?
We are at Cold Christmas.
In Hertfordshire.
In Hertfordshire. And what an amazing place. This is the first time I've been here as well, so this is all new to me. It's amazing.
I hope you're enjoying this, Charles.
Would you like to talk? I know that you're able to because I've got some good EVPs on here. As you can see, you've got the gravestones, people, where people would have been buried. This place is meant to be quite notorious for being quite demonic. There's meant to be quite a lot of demonic spirits here. I'm picking up on a few presents, not nice ones either. Don't really like you near that church very much. It's a shame you can't get in there anymore, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe you have been here, Charles. And I think you did many years ago, a few years back.
Does anyone want to communicate? Get him to come forward. Get him to come forward. Come to me and get him to come forward. Tell me what he's saying. Can you speak into here? Tony. Tony, get him to come forward. Talk into this EVP. I can only hear bits of what you're saying. I know that you're not happy with us being here, but we don't bring any problems. We mean peace. I'm just going to go round to the back of the building. There's a spirit guide me around the back. Just going to walk round the back. It's all, as you can see, has been boarded up, people. There's been a lot of stuff that's supposed to have happened here. It was meant to be quite known for its paranormal activity. You have to bear in mind we are in the daytime, but it doesn't mean you still can't pick things up. Talk into this EVP. I can hear you, but you need to talk into the EVP. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with me? Step forward. Right, I'm just going to turn this recording off for a minute, people, and I'm going to try and get a few more pictures. So I've got a few more pictures. Right, just keep the video up like that because I can just put the next one on.
Guys are over there. They've got their headquarters on, so you can see when they're
Right.
Paranormal World Investigators.
So this is the next video. Now this is the one because when I went to the daytime one, I went there just to try and get a feel for it and to try and understand what was going on, and to try to establish if I wanted to go there on a night investigation because of the information and the stories that I'd heard about the place. Me and my investigation team did decide to go to this investigation. There was Roz, there was Matt, there was John, there was Katie, and there were a few other people as well. You will see these throughout. Now, as I said to you before, the videos are a little bit dark, but you will see bits in places. But that is because it was us just starting out in the paranormal field. We didn't have no night vision cameras and that. And to be quite honest, our cameras on our phones weren't that great either. So, and the video recorders that we had were just basic normal video recorders walking around with torches. And so you will hear more than you will see, but you will see shapes and things and maybe see something weird like in between. So I'll put this one on and it will just constantly play through all of these videos. There's 5 of them. So I'm just going to let them do that and just pause every now and again just to explain to you. So this is the investigation that we done at the church. This was our first investigation at Cold Christmas in the evening. Enjoy it.
Right, recording. It is Sherry from Paranormal World Investigators. We are at Cold Christmas, but we are under the tunnels. We have a device set up, which is a laser pen. Now, what happens with this is when a spirit walks through it, it will cancel out the dots that it's showing. We've got EVPs, we've got EMFs, cam recorder. We've been in, look, can you see that? Like the dots moving on the top of the ceiling? Yeah, we've got EMFs, EVPs, like I said, we've got temperature, guns. At the moment, guys, there's steam coming out of her mouth, but it isn't actually really that cold, apart from when you walk into certain areas. We've just heard a noise, like beside me and Charlie, we could hear things dropping and that. We've had bits up at the church, voices on the EVP. We've seen spirits presently with our eyes, standing in the bushes, actually doing an intelligent response, waving back. So, come on, guys. Woo. Can you do this? Right, there's the dots, guys. Can you see that? Right, it's all up on the wall up here as well. The noises you're hearing above are cars going over the bridge, guys. But there are noises that you're probably gonna hear at some point. At the moment, they're getting used to us being here. See the see them moving. We've got Charlie. We've got Matt. We've got Gemma. And we've got Marv in here as well. And myself, hi. Can you come to me? Can you come and talk to me? Can you? Make the lights block out. Can you do that, guys? I know that you're near me because you're making my smoke come out again. Did you see that? Did you see the dots cancelling out? Talk to us. Can you see those dots moving, babe? The dots are actually moving. Like every now and again, you're seeing a dot move and block out. I know there's someone here because I can feel the presence of a male. At the moment, I'm feeling a male. He's not very nice. Did you hear that? Was that you? You don't have to be scared of us. You can show yourself. All we want to do is be able to prove that you're here and that you're real because we know that you are. I swear, like I keep hearing noises. I can hear crickets and stuff, guys, but I'm hearing this specific noise every now and again, and it's like a ah. That's all what I keep hearing. Guys are over there. They've got their head torches on, so you can see when they're coming. Can you, guys, sit? If you stand still, you can actually see the dots keep cancelling out. Do you know what? It's a shame you can't get over there. There's water. There's water over there, down here, babe. Haunted. Did you see that? That shadow that's just moved really quickly. Look, 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 look. It's coming back. It's coming back. Look, the lights will keep blocking out. Can you see that, guys? Like, look towards this wall. Every now and again, you'll see the lights go off that way, and then it comes like it's walking backwards and forwards. And did you hear that whistle? There was a whistle then. There, look, 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 look. See the green lights going on and off? That's where they're walking, like, round it. See that? There, look, 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 look. Come here. Like, come away out of the light because there's, right? Stand near me, guys, yeah? And watching that corner there, you see the lights every now and again, they block out. Did you hear that? You must have heard that movement. Like shuffling of the feet. Look, 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 look. All the lights keep going. So they're walking back and forth. Yeah, it's doing it again. It's around that area. I can actually see him walking back and forth. I can physically see him. It looks like he's in some sort of monk costume. Like he's a monk. Come on. I can see you keep walking back and forth. So could do it again. Can you do that again? Can you block the lights out? Can you do that for me, please? Just one more time. One more time, please. If you can hear my voice. Maybe come to this side. Can you come to this side? Because there's more of them. Keep hearing like like a really faint scream. There you go, look, the lights keep cancelling out. Come on! Can you do this? I know that you can because you've walked past it already. Keep blocking the lights out, that's what you're supposed to do. I wonder if I can get any further down. Come on, guys. Can you do it? You've got orbs in the pictures again, bud. Yeah? Look, those lights there keep blocking out at the bottom. It's a shame you can't walk over there. I bet you look, whoa. Right. I think I'm going to do some pendulum work. Look, 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 look. Can you see? Look, look. That light thing that's walking. Look, look. There's a light there. Look, something's there. Something's there. Something's there. Something's there. Look, 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 look. That, oh. That ain't a cat. It looks a bit weird for a cat. It's a fox by the looks of it. We just had a fox go by, guys. He was going through, I think he's probably wondering what the lights and bits are. He's probably like a bit intrigued. You just see these random eyes just coming towards us. Like, what the hell is that? Ouch, sorry. Right, so guys, here's the pendulum. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get them to communicate. Is there anyone here? If you're here, make the pendulum go circular. If you're male, go back and forth. If you're female, go round. So you're a female. Are you a child? Go back and forth for a child. Go circular for an adult. So you're a child. So you're a female child. Do you like coming here because you like to hide here because you feel safe? If you feel safe hiding here, go back and forth. Or if you just come here to visit, go circular. Okay, so you're a child, you're a female, and you come here because you want to feel safe. So you hide here. Is there any other spirits with you? If there is other spirits with you, make it go circular, or if you're on your own, then go back and forth. Okay. So there's other spirits. Have we got good spirits with us, or have we got bad spirits with us, or both? If we've got both spirits here, go back and forth. If we've just got evil spirits here, apart from you, the little girl, then go circular. Right, so we've got demonic spirits here, which as you can see, my hand isn't moving. Guys, look, my hand's not moving. Does somebody else want to do the recording, like video? Because then they can see that it ain't me interfering. Like, I need to put another battery in them. Give me 2 seconds. I need this. So we're walking back over to the box, guys. I'm just gonna get some more bits for the camera, because I want to record me doing some pendulum work, guys. So I'm just gonna take some batteries over with me, and in a minute I can change them. When it runs out, it runs out. But let's walk back over to here, guys. We're just going back over to where the others are. The box is there, so the box will be safe. There isn't. Don't know where the ball's gone. What was that? What was that? Did you just drop something? Did you hear that clank? That that was over there, because you even responded to that, didn't you? It was like something dropped. Yeah, something dropped. I think I've just got an orb go past you two guys. Do you know what? These Duracell will normally last ages. They're being drained. The batteries are literally being drained. I have got 1 bar left on it at the minute, Marvin.
All right.
So if we just keep that going until it actually runs out, and then I'll put the new batteries in.
All right then.
So what we'll do is we'll just get us asking a few questions, getting the pendulum.
Yeah.
So with this, like when you're using it, the energy goes into from you into the pendulum, yeah.
Mhm.
So when you're holding it, you can actually normally feel it gold, which feels quite heavy at the moment. So it's sitting still, even when it's windy, it don't move.
Mhm.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? I can see you making the lights go out. Is there anyone here? Make the pendulum go circular. Oh, it's pulling. That's it. That's brilliant. Are you the female that we was just talking to a minute ago? If you are, go circular. If you're not, go back and forth. You're someone else. Are you one of the demonic spirits? Go back and forth for yes, go circular for no. Okay, so you're another good spirit. Are you a child? Circular for yes. Are you an adult? Back and forth. Are you male? If you're male, go circular. Carry on going circular. If you're female, go back and forth. Okay, let's kind of in between. This is a bit of a circle and back and forth. So is there more than one of you? If there's more than one of you trying to communicate with this, go back and forth. Okay, good. So, are you wanting help? Are you wanting help? Back and forth for yes, circle up for no. Okay, so you don't want help to move on. Are you connected to anyone that is buried in the grave near the church? Go back and forth for yes, go circle up for no. Okay, so you're connected to someone that's buried in the church. You see this? Come back forward to it. That's it. Are you happy with us being here? If you're happy with us being here, go back and forth. If you're not happy with us being here, go circular. So you're happy with us being here. That's good. Is there any spirits here that are not happy with us being here? Circle up if you're not happy with us being here. This is other spirits. Okay. Okay. Are you just a evil spirit of someone that used to be human, or are you demonic? If you're demonic, go back and forth. If you're just a human spirit, go circular. Demonic. Right. Do you mean us harm? If you mean us harm, go back and forth. If you don't mean us harm, go circular. So you mean harm? Why do you mean harm to us? Why don't you like us being here? Why do you want to hurt us? You want to hurt us by saying something, go back and forth. You want to hurt us physically, then go circular. We're not sure, okay? So what do you guys? You need to be nice. I'm going to give you over to Gemma. And Gemma. After the Christmas last getting head back to say it out loud, it will respond. You'll feel the pull as well. Is there anyone near Gemma that wants to connect with her? Can you feel the pull? Yeah, I can feel it. Yep. If there's someone that likes Gemma and wants to talk to Gemma, go back and forth. Are you a good spirit? If you're a good spirit, go back and forth. If you're not a good spirit, go circular. You're not a good spirit. Oh, God. Okay, so you're not a good spirit, but do you mean Gemma any harm? Because if you do, I'm going to take the pendulum back. Do you mean Gemma any harm? If you go back and forth for yes, go circular for no. Because you're not channeled or anything.
Can I have a go?
You want it?
Yeah.
Right, let me take the camera so you can... What you do is hold it like that. It will... I'm going to stop it moving. And then once you get hold of it, it won't move unless they're moving it. and you'll feel it pulling. Is there anyone that would like to talk to Marvin? If there is anyone that would like to talk to Marvin, make the pendulum move. Go back and forth. Can you feel the pulling? Can you feel it? The pulling? Yeah. Can you make it move faster? Can you make it go more? Is this a good spirit or a bad spirit? Good spirit goes circle, bad spirit goes sideways. Come on, guys, because you've been doing it for us. That's it. I'd say that is back and forth, isn't it? So that's not a good spirit, because I said back and forth for bad, circle for good. So we've got another negative, probably the same spirit, to be quite honest, guys. But do you mean Malcolm? Marv? I keep calling him Malcolm. I've got Malcolm in my head, so I might be trying to channel with somebody called Malcolm. That might be what it is. Marvin. If you want to talk to Marvin, go back and forth. Okay. Yep. So you want to talk to Marvin? Do you mean Marvin any help? Any harm? Back and forth for yes. Circular for no. Do you want to give it over, or you were feeling comfortable? Yeah. Are you the monk that I see in the cloak on the other side of the water? If you are, go back and forth. If you're not, go circular. It's stop. No, it's going back and forth. Oh. That is kind of doing both, isn't it? Yeah. If you're the monk that I see to the other side of this area, go back and forth. If you're not, go circular. Yeah, it's going back and forth, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So we've got a monk. He's demonic, so that is not good. Circular now. Now it's going circular, so you're getting someone else channeling. Is this a child? Circular for yes, back and forth for no. Are you a child? Yes. So you're a child. Are you female or are you male? If you're female, go circular. If you're male, go back and forth. Right, so you're a male and you're a child. Are you between 5 and 10? If you're between 5 and 10 in age, go back and forth. If you're not, go circular. Okay, so you are between 5 and 10. From what I'm picking up, I'd say that you're 8. Are you 8? And is your name Jasper? Jasper, if you're 8 and your name is Jasper, go back and forth. If that is not you, then go circular. Jasper, are you 8? And are you the one that is communicating with the pendulum? If you are, go circular. If it's someone else, go back and forth. Circular. So we've got Jasper, he's 8, he's a child, no problem, he's safe. Because it is known, guys, that some malevolent and demon spirits will portray themselves as children to try and get the living to communicate with them. But this is definitely a child. I can feel it. I know the telltale signs. This is Jasper, guys. He's 8. He's here. Are you stuck, Jasper? Do you need help? Jasper, if you need help, go circular. Or if you're happy being here, keep going back and forth. Okay, so you're happy that you're here. Are you from the church area or are you from here? If you're from here, go circular. If you're from the church area, go back and forth. It's a bit of both, isn't it? Okay. Okay. Was you from here? If you're from here, keep going circular. If you're not, you're from the church, go back and forth. Yeah. No, that's from here. Okay. Did you lose your life here, Jasper? If you lost your life here, darling, can you go back and forth? If you didn't lose your life here and you lost it on that nasty Christmas day, go back and forth. If you didn't die on Christmas Day and you're just another child, go circular. Okay, so it's a child that he's buried here. He did die on Christmas. Okay, so we've got Jasper 8. He died on Christmas. And you can feel the energy, can't you? Like being pulled. That is where they're pulling to make it move. Because that's how they communicate. It's physical evidence instead of the EVPs, which is a lot better. But I do prefer my EVPs as well. I do like them. And it stopped. Do you want to start again? Do you guys want to take a little break, have a cigarette? You sure? You're enjoying this, aren't you? Come on, guys. Can you manipulate it again? Make it move. Come on. Make it move really fast. Show Marvin that you can make it go really fast. Show him how clever you are. Come on, in a circle, really fast. Faster. Can you go faster? Faster. Come on. Come on, guys. That's it. Keep going. See, look, it's shaking now. Look. So they're like trying to channel. Starts to shake when it's trying to channel. Well, guys, there is something happening on our pendulum. It's moving. We're getting contact with some spirits, children and adults and demonic. So Marvin has it at the moment, and even he's been getting some movements off of it. What I am going to do in a minute is I'm going to turn the thing off for a couple of minutes because I haven't had a cigarette and I need to do it. Like, it's draining me because they're all trying to jump in me and that. So I need to have a little break. I know when enough's enough for a minute. Yeah. So I end up being ill and then you end up seeing me like get possessed, which you don't want to see. That's when I go crazy. Not crazy like that, I'd kill you, but no. You know what I mean? Charlie's like, yeah. Right, guys. Well, we'll stop. Oh, that was a bright light there. Gonna stop this.
So in that one, I was at the church with myself, with Matt, and we had Gemma and Marvin with us, and they were believers, but they'd never experienced or been on an investigation, and we decided to take them along with us. And they had some very phenomenal experiences with this, and it's definitely an evening that they would never forget. And now moving on to the next video, and soon there will be, obviously, like I said, this show is going to go over a little bit more than it normally does, but it is really important to get the whole stuff out so you can hear the EVPs and hear all of the stuff. So I hope you enjoyed. Back to the next video.
What's it to move to? Well, it's a human body. Look.
In this video, there is myself, Matt, John, Austin, Katie, Jem, and a few other people. Like you'll hear them speaking and that, and you'll hear them saying that they're getting a bit creeped out. Again, Austin was my cousin, and we had a few of the other people that come along with us a few times. So this one was a really interesting one as well.
Move to? Well, it's a human body. Look.
Illness. Like they've got some mysterious illness that kills them all.
Yeah, well, these things are creeping me out, man. Swear down. Oh, shit. I swear.
Make sure the door and everything. Okay.
We better taking photos on them. She can't hear nothing. So. Rack 'em up, man.
They're not happy about them doing it. I think they're the children that
No, man.
trying to make some contact.
They're cemented up in it inside.
No.
Another window there, look, sir. Another window there, look.
Hey, Sherry. On this video, I am showing you the EVPs that we got from a few of the investigations. There are only a few. I did have a load of EVPs and loads of different pictures and that, but a lot of them have been lost on my other laptop when it got broke. And there was some really cool pictures, but there are going to be a few in the video after this one. So I hope that you do enjoy. This is the third video. There's two more, I think. Yeah, this one and one more. Hey, Sherry, the leader from Paranormal World Investigators, just here. I've just done my first video, which is on EVPs that we've got from the last 8 months at investigations that we've done since we've been up and running properly. I've just done Chick Sands. We're now moving on to Cold Christmas EVPs. It is the 3rd of September 2017. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to come up to some good EVPs on the cold Christmas EVP section now. Put them onto a video. I will talk at the end of this one. I just wanted to get into the second lot. I'll do a bit of talking at the end in this one. So I'm just going to pause for a minute, guys. Find an EVP and I'll be back. Thanks. Hey guys, in this first EVP, I am contacting with a young girl called Anna. I ask if she is with us, and a strange noise that sounds a bit like somebody doing a sis at you, like tss. That's what it sounds like, guys. So I'm just going to put this up. I heard like a shout. Anna. I am now just going to go and see if I can find any other ones. I will be back in a minute, guys. I hope that you are hearing these clearly as well, because this is my first time. I am going to go over the videos to make sure I can hear them. Be back in a minute. Hi guys, back again. In this second EVP, it to me sounds like a very faint voice saying die. So I'll let you guys have a guess on what you think they're saying. Number 2 EVP. We're at Cold Christmas. That was the second EVP. Hey guys, back again. Also, another EVP from Cold Christmas. This one sounds like another, yes, it's quite faint because there is me and my investigator, John, talking through it. On this evening, it was very lively there. There was a lot of good EVPs caught and visual evidence as well. So this place is really, really haunted by good and bad spirits. So this is another EVP, guys. And like I said, it sounds like it's a male spirit saying yes or yeah.
Came over me and it's just tingling.
You want to walk me further down?
I'm happy if you want to, yeah. Okay, so we're still walking down the same path.
Hey guys, next EVP again. Obviously, it's Cold Christmas. This one, there is like some sort of whisper, but I can't make out what the spirit is trying to say, and then you hear what sounds like a bit of like laughing, like a sniggle sort of laugh, like. Let me know what you think, guys. That is my other EVP. Just carrying on, guys, because I remember on this EVP there was quite a lot of things. There was a lady that says "be quiet." You hear a growl. So I'm just going to find these ones so that I can put these on this video as well. Be back in a minute, guys. I hope you do like these videos. This next EVP goes on for a couple of minutes, guys, because there's a lot that's going on in it. We can't explain what it is, but to us it does sound like spirits that are whispering among each other. For some reason, my eye on this side keeps getting a white light going in it. I don't know why. So I'm going to let you listen to it, guys, and you let me know what you think. Sounds pretty demonic to me, if I must say. Go around the other way, that's what they're saying to each other. I can hear them saying it now.
Oh. That whisper then sounded like it was right in my ear. Like it sounded real close up.
We're getting some interest from some demonic spirits, and I've just heard them saying, shall we go around to scare them, shall we come out? And something's touched my head.
I heard that in my left ear then.
Something's just touched my head. Right up in the air, they're nowhere near our heads.
I heard that whisper in my left ear as we turned.
I keep hearing this whispering, and then now it's like they're coming round.
totally negative. What we've just that was more emotional when we first came through.
Right, guys. Yeah. So that was that. There is another bit in this EVP, but I'm just trying to find it. I think the light I'm getting in my eye is actually from the light on my camera. I'll be back in a minute, guys. In this next EVP, you hear what sounds like a war horn. There is no train station around the area that we was at, so there's no way that a train would have been heard, but you hear what I clearly think sounds like a horn, and my team members also think this is what it sounds like as well. So I'm just going to let you guys listen quickly. You do hear us freaking out a bit. A lot's going on by this time.
Whoa! No, look. Here. Why am I looking at that? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, you're right. Sorry.
The next EVP, guys, is the famous growl that we get. I say that I can hear growling, and then you hear it.
That ain't good. That's not good.
That's all I'm hearing.
Just going to see if I've got another one. In this next EVP, guys, you hear something say my name after I ask if it's Anna, the little girl that we were in contact with at Cold Christmas. Here it is.
Is that you, Anna?
Anna, the EVP's.
In this next EVP, I get affected by a spirit, and I witness and have water coming from my nose, and that I don't know why. There was no reason for that to be happening. Then you hear a lady's voice, which I believe is the lady in white that we see on the path at Cold Christmas, telling us to be quiet, warning us so that we didn't have the less negative feelings and entities that we had around us at that time. I think she was trying to protect us from them. So here's the next EVP, guys.
Listen, you know we're here to help you.
Oh my god, I don't know what's happening to it. There's all water flying out my mouth.
Hey guys. So yeah, Sherry from Paranormal World Investigators, the leader. I'm at the end of the EVPs for that session of EVPs and investigation for Cold Christmas. Like I said, it was very active that night. There was a lot of stuff being seen, heard, touches, and some amazing EVPs. Some of them can't quite make out. Didn't really want to make you listen through some of the EVPs all the way through because there was a lot of that whispering, which sounds like whispering anyway to us, going on and off. And now just the last video, which is some pictures of Cold Christmas and some of the stuff that we got in the pictures. This was done on a digital camera, so nothing was altered. We do not alter our footage or our evidence. It is what you see, what is what you get. We're not one of these that put editing in or do any of that sort of thing. And obviously the video itself has been made because it was done by my partner. He just put like the beginning, then put the EVPs and stuff in and the pictures and whatever. So enjoy this last video. Just want to show you here, guys, because this is a really, really amazing capture. This was done on the digital camera. I'm just going to circle the area that the two spirits are standing. There are three spirits, actually. So over here, you can see the yellow dress. This is Anna. She's sitting on a log here. Then you've got two young fellas just standing here. You've got one that's in a black suit that I would say is more of the olden day fashion. He's wearing a suit that they would bury you in. And then here you're seeing a boy that is in an army camouflage puff jacket with Wellington boots that are green. Can you see that? And there's his legs and his arm and his head with his hood up. And then you've got the more old-fashioned young boy standing there. They're right next to a gravestone. This was caught on a digital camera. This is real. This has not been fastened with or faked. This is real. And you've got Anna over here. Going back to the video. So that was the show, guys. So that was my show from the Bold and Bonkers show this Friday just gone. This was on Cold Christmas, the location that I have investigated several times. All of the pictures and EVPs and everything that you've seen in the videos are all real. Nothing's been altered with. I do not believe in faking evidence or anything like that. What you see is what you see. Okay, this is what we got. Now, I'm going to be doing this for the next couple of shows where I'm just going to be showing certain bits that I've done on my channel and things like that, just because I've got stuff going on personally, and I don't want to be overdoing myself, but at the same time I'm wanting to make sure I'm still putting the footage out there for DNTV and for Bold and Bonkers. Obviously I've got my Bold and Bonkers show this Friday. We'll be doing about Buckingham Palace, the hauntings of that place. So that's going to be on Friday on Bold and Bonkers. Then obviously Sunday we've got another show, which I'm going to be airing the show that I done with Emma and her hotel, which I done on Bold and Bonkers on Saturday. So yeah, I had the Cold Christmas show, and then I done Emma's show on Bold and Bonkers on Saturdays. So I'm going to be showing her show this Sunday on DNTV as well. But please make sure that you do come over and watch that. That is going to be at 7:30. Obviously, the Bold and Bonkers show is at 9:30 UK time. So please make sure that you do check us out. And obviously keep an eye out for the Bold and Bonker boys for their shows on Fridays, which is me. Saturdays and Sundays is them. Please keep an eye out for the shows for DNTV as well. A big shout out to all of our sponsors, supporters, and all of our TV people that help us to get out there. And obviously, excuse me, a lot of love and respect goes out to our fam, the people that support us every day. We do love you guys, and we do appreciate you being in this show. And I appreciate you being here as well. It really does help us all. It's really good to see some faces in here, and I just want to say a big hello to Anonymous Light. I've not seen you for a long time, sweetheart. I hope that everything is okay. As you're saying, I'm okay, same old, and it for everybody, sweet. But it's really good to see you. Missed you. I wondered where you've been. Just keep your chin up. And obviously, all of my lovely angels that have been in the room: Christina, Mittens, Beauty of Nature, Rudy, which is coughing, Anonymous Light, obviously, all of you guys, and obviously a big shout out to my guys, which is Chris and Dakota from Bold and Bonkers, Drew from DNTV, and all of those guys from the network. There should be shows on over the week to do with DNTV as well, PD and all them. So please make sure that you check that out and support us. I have gone a little bit over the time, but I couldn't just show you half of the video and not show you the rest. It has to all go together because it's one show thing. So I do apologize that it's gone over a little bit, and it was a little bit late due to things going on, other people being live and stuff, so it couldn't be helped. I hope that you did enjoy it, and I hope that you're going to enjoy the future shows as well, because I'm going to be bringing some more bits in. It has been a while, Light, I agree, and it's really good to see you in here. Really, really good to see you in here. Missed you, mate. Missed you. Remember, I didn't get to see you while I was in Texas. So hopefully next time I'm going to get to see you with Rudy. Hopefully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off because I'm not sure if anybody's supposed to be live tonight. I'm sure there is, and I don't want to be going over their time too soon. If I have, I do apologise, guys, and lots of love to you. So from me till tomorrow, please tune in tomorrow at 6:30 on here for Just the Facts, which is just a bit of a fun show. And obviously, like I said, tune in for my Friday and Sunday show, and obviously tune in to all of the other guys as well. So lots of love, light from me, guys. Lots of love and light to all of you. Be safe, be real, stay true, stay spooky, and I'll see you very, very soon. Night, night. Bless be. Just going to play the intro out. All over the place. Here we go. Night, night, and bless be. Merry parting, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Night, night, guys. Thank you very much. And anyone that wants to get hold of me, you can get hold of me on Sherry Brett on Facebook. Okay, see you all soon. And thank you for coming in as well, Strangeland. I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.